Hi everyone, this is Cloud Mime, and I'm going to talk a little about the Avernus Campaign, Baldur's Gate, and just touch up on the highlights of some things and the key points in it. It starts off in Elturiel. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And it's from the Forgotten Realms, and they quickly descend into Avernus for some reasons I don't really want to go into, because I don't want to give the whole story away for people that are new to it. And it's just really interesting how they connect the story with the Van Thumper family and their ties to like the government in the town, and how the corruption's kind of like seeding the town so that it'll be chained and dragged into the first of the 9 hells, which is called Avernus. And this is a map right here of the city itself, and this is this Candlekeep, where you come across some people that help you how to get into Avernus and kind of just like prep you for the journey. Silvira and her little imp here kind of help you, and kind of you start off the adventure and you don't know if you want to take certain things with you. I mean, there's certain objects that are corrupted that you meet along the way. You take it from Baldur's Gate and you bring it to Candlekeep to see if it would give you any insight of where to go when you get to Avernus. Another point I thought was really cool about Avernus and all the creatures that are in there is the battle between the infernal devils and the demons that are coming through the river Styx. And it's this blood war that's been going on for centuries. And Avernus used to be like an oasis, or like it's a heaven of its own. And it's been torn apart by thousands of years of war between these colliding forces and the order that they're trying to keep, because if the devils are overthrown, then the demons can potentially like seed the universe with destruction and chaos. And the devils are more calculated, and that's where it really gets interesting in the story, because it comes down to their own personal values and interests, and it's kind of like the real world, where everybody's kind of out for themselves and fighting among each other. They're against the demons, but they have their own hierarchy and laws that they have to go by. This is another thing, like a soul coin, which if they get demoted or get passed down in rank, they could become trapped in objects, or if they're killed on Avernus, killed completely. So there's a lot of fear with the devils and keeping their power, and they'll do kind of any means necessary to keep that power, even bartering with the heroes that go into Avernus.
And that's another aspect of this campaign that I love so much, is the devils in it. It's they're three-dimensional characters, and it, I guess, would depend largely on like who's the DM or the dungeon master in it. But they're really they like to pretend that they run by the same rules and have like the same social conventions as mortals, but they have no problem acting in like their own self-interests, and they usually make contracts for services or for a soul. They learn to gain, they've learned that more can be gained from behaving in a civilized manner than acting angrily or violently, like the demons, which is they're just pure chaos. And that's why we have here Zerial, and she comes in and she's fighting the blood wars against the demons, and they're fighting and they're trying to like level it out. Most of her army abandons them in there, so she seeks the help of a devil after losing her hand, and turns her into a devil herself after losing her sword. So there are many ways to come, about going through this campaign and how it ends, and there isn't any like one way, one size fits all. Depending on how you go through the campaign, it can end differently. Zerial might not get her weapon, or Lulu might not remember her memories, and it just depends. And there's a lot of ways to customize it, which makes it interesting, and it brought a lot of new elements to my character itself through there, because he had his own personal story and background, which made it even that much more engaging. So everybody should check it out. That's kind of like an overview of it. should really definitely get the campaign book, Descent into Avernus. So what are you waiting for? Buy the book, take the trip, and go to hell.